Introduction. A cybercrime or a computer-oriented crime refers to the criminal activity carried out by means of computer and or the internet. Handling cybercriminal cases demand much more intellectual and follow-up work by cyber forensic analysis CFA. CFAs combine their computer science background knowledge with their forensic skill to recover information from the computers and storage devices. The CFAs generally assume the responsibility of assisting law enforcement officers with cybercrime and to retrieve accurate evidence. CFAs are qualified with the bachelor's degree in computer science and the background in criminal justice. Two organizations named JNTUHGAC, an official organization running in JNTUH Academic Environment, and FGOT, an online organization with URL led by JNTUH, have been prevalent from the years 2011. We captured the available snapshots from the homepage of the website in between the dates 12 November 2011 and 18 March 2014 through the Wayback Machine's web crawler tool and found them contain cybercriminal content. FGOT and JNTUH GAC committed 4 cyber crimes as listed, and only 2 cases were registered against them. An illustrative screenshot dated the image with the logo could be seen the uses of the state emblem of India in way that prohibited by the State Emblem of India Act 2005 was cybercrime perpetrated against India by FGOT associated to JNTUH JAC. We also found mention of Government of Telangana in the logo, which was prejudice to law and constitution of India during the year 2011, 12, 13 in the first half of the year 2014. GOT 2014 is the Government of Telangana who appointed Davies. 2nd Jan 2014, after the Parliament passed the AP recognition bill after March 2014, the culprit website removed the image from the above said logo and changed appearance, look and feel of its website. The JNTUH was affiliated to the Online Cheating Government of Telangana CGOT and the Serious Government of Telangana SGOT. This fake Government of Telangana FGOT, which has been operational in the JNTUH Hyderabad during 2011-14, is misleading and cheating the nation. Motivation. The cyber crimes perpetrated in the context of Telangana's separate movement with regard to the violations of state emblem of India were registered against the cyber criminals related to the JNTUH GAC organizations with FIRs on 15 Jan 2014. Another sign got registered against identity theft under Section 66 CITA 2000 to 2008 on 5th Jan 2018. Whereas the complaint was made against the sedition crime, the cybercrime criminal impact is that the academic spirit got affected badly among the inmates of the JNTUH, and the relevant crimes tend to affect badly the national amenity, national spirit, national conscience, national solidarity, and national unity and integrity. The sedition crime is not yet registered, and hence we are working for the registration this cybercrime under sedition law violation. Where there is sufficient evidence against an individual or organization that committed cybercrimes, it should be natural for the law enforcement agencies to register the relevant crime against the accused and move the cases to court with proper evidence so as to attract appropriate punishments for the cyber criminals and cyber criminal organization. Then it can be inferred from the status quo that the public authorities have national spirit and integrity, otherwise the reverse is true. Mishandled cyber policing. We argue against the police authorities that mishandled the cyber policing against FGOT, and JNTUH committed 4 cyber crimes and only 2 cases were registered against them. The 2 accused persons A1 and E2 are not charged for committing this first cyber crime. So the crimes were registered with the reasonable and sufficient proofs obtained through online and offline means. The failure was the result of punch witness being turned to hostile witnesses before the court of law. FGOT and website does not contain any criminal content at present. But this website has a strong, provable cyber criminal background for more than 3 years as mentioned before and can be verified through Wayback Machine's web crawler tool. The FGOT and JNTU are very dangerous organizations and they abuse India. Hence, allowing them to continue will only be hazardous to JNTU's academic community and India at large. FGOT and JNTU will look well to be serving the academic community in the background, but have their well-laid plotted cybercriminal background. They are wolves in the sheep's clothing. The police failed to convict the related cybercriminals to issue prohibition and orders against FGOT and JN2HJC cybercriminal organizations as well. As a means of support to Swamiji, a team of prominent senior leaders of Telangana met Governor E.S.L. Narasimhan and sought his help to order a comprehensive inquiry into the entire episode. These leaders said that it was not right to send Swamiji as far as Kakinada in Andhra Pradesh, and it was merely misuse of official machinery by the present political master. Swamiji filed a writ petition challenging the external orders passed against him. A senior lawyer arguing on behalf of Swamiji contended in High Court, Hyderabad, that Swamiji did not fit into any category of persons for external and which was invoked against him. Consequently, the High Court of Telangana suspended the police order extraditing Swami Paripurananda from Hyderabad for 6 months. Subsequently, on 14 August 2018, Swami Paripurananda uh, Purnananda got a saffron welcome to at Kodad. Um, but cases were filed in many police stations against Swami Paripurananda uh, and some party leaders for not taking prior permission for conducting a huge rally in city and giving speeches. One senior leader of the central ruling party and temple organization said that the High Court decision suspending the police order came as a slap to anti-nationals. One prominent leader said that had the government taken correct decision against one party prevailing in Hyderabad that made derogatory remarks against the Hindu gods and goddesses. These incidents have not been recorded and also justified the Swamiji trials to protest against the remarks made by movie critic on Hindu goddess. Police acted too quickly with no other thought, inappropriately and in dishonest way towards the Sir Swami. In still another case, when the complaint was who was a contract employee of Telangana State Tourism Development Corporation (TSTDC) approached the police directly to register a case against the accused, who is managing director of TSTDC, holding a fake BTech degree. The police did not register the case, therefore the complaint approached the High Court. Immediately, the police registered the case before the matter was heard in the High Court. Unlike the above cases, Swamiji external case and IIMD with fake degree case, there is no prompt and indicative action taken against the cyber criminals who committed cyber crimes against the Indian nation as mentioned in our case study. Therefore, it is resulted in no punishment of the court trial and the judgment fees to the accused. We argue that the police authorities should have acted in a proactive manner and collaboratively worked out in every case. As this is a cyber crime against India, this did not happen. The police also failed to issue prohibition orders against India abusive and cyber criminal organizations of JNDUH, JEC, and FGOT. We conclude that the police approach different crimes in a non-uniform manner, which is hazardous to the nation. The law enforcement authorities should learn from the past incidents to work out and provide good justice to the common citizens of the country. Our cybercrime case study provide a good justice to common citizens of the country. Our cybercrime case study really provides for good lessons to the social police authorities to treat the criminal cases in uniformly and in an unbiased way to everyone in the country. We have used the RTI Act 2005 in order to bring out the interests involved in handling the cyber crimes. In our case study to the front 40, we sought the most necessary information from the concerned public. In the recent past, that is on 2nd September 2018, Telangana TRS government concluded a Pragati Nivedana Sabha at Kongarnam, where political leaders set the stage for political activists to team up and enlighten them to provide continued support to the TRS party. During the event, JNT, the JSC actively organized Telangana Youth as the helping in JNDLJ is a cyber criminal organization. Though the organizations of this type organize social events for this type, the personal agenda lying behind it was very much harmful to the nation. The FGOT and JNTUH JEC cyber crimes caused severe damage to the JNTUH students and the nation at the large. Such cyber crimes must be dealt properly uh, in order to set good example for handling other cybercrime instances. The people should be good as well to be alert and help adaptive organizations to fight against the maladaptive and cybercrime organizations. Conclusion and future work. The following are the outcomes of this study with many significant advantages in them. We got an excellent handle in terms of adaptive handling of cyber crimes in our case study. The case study provides some necessary information to the researchers and to ordinary citizens for practical understanding of the cyber crimes. We have elaborated in and out of our cyber crime study. We compare the Swami Paripurananda extended case with our case. We conclude that police have not treated all the above mentioned cases in a uniform way. The SGOT cyber criminal organization of March 2014 removed the image of the cyber criminal content and changed its appearance, look, and feel of its web page. The FGOT and JNTU JSE are wolves in sheep's clothing. The future scope is to suggest some alternative solutions, such as concentrating on initiatives to undo the deleterious effect of FGT and to bring awareness about the initiatives taken up by the authorities to defuse FGOT. For this, we can use ICT solutions to set up some web devices and create accounts and citizens-friendly social networking sites such as Facebook, Twitter, etc. in a large scale. Our future work in bring awareness and great general public opinions rebuild a society to become truly cyber secure society.